America hates it, Canada loves it, and it's one thing that could cause Nafta talks to break down. Chapter 19 of the agreement, and it's a tongue twister of a title. Review and dispute settlement in anti-dumping and countervailing duty matters. So, what does that even mean? Basically, this part of NAFTA lays out how countries can resolve a trade fight. Let's say one country, the US, decides to slap a tariff on goods coming from Canada. If Canadian exporters object, Chapter 19 allows the country to request a review from an independent, binational panel. This panel is made up of 5 trade experts, appointed by both governments. The panel then makes a binding decision to resolve the dispute. In this case, if the panel rules that a tax is inappropriate or too high under US trade law, the US would have to stop charging it or just charge less. There's an appeals process of sorts, but it's hard to get a decision reversed. The advantage of Chapter 19 for both Canada and Mexico is that they don't have to go through the US court system. That costs a lot of money and takes a long time. And back when Canada first struck a bilateral trade deal with the US, Canada feared American courts wouldn't be fair to Canadian companies. That's a big reason why Chapter 19 exists in the first place. And it has worked out pretty well for Canada. Every time the long-running softwood lumber fight has flared up, trade panels have sided with Canada. And that's annoyed the Americans. The US is also the target of the most reviews, so it's not surprising that Trump now wants to get rid of Chapter 19. His administration is seen as a protectionist government. If the US tries to restrict trade through duties and tariffs, Canada and Mexico will be at a disadvantage if they can't resolve disputes through Chapter 19. That's why Canadian officials are vowing to keep it, even if it means walking away from the NAFTA talks.